Good afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with a simpler stocks free video for August 5th, 2016. So you can see it's about 15:34, about 26 minutes before the bell. Today was all about traders squaring their positions prior to the big bad unemployment report tomorrow. So you see in here, you'll see the futures, and I have to go back to no sorting. We're up all of 175. You have the NASDAQ up 13. Russell up 10, down 10 cents. Bonds up 31. They were just up $1.10. So just a nice little sell-off in there. Not much, just squaring up before the unemployment report. Gold up 3, crude oil up 95. As we've been talking on the simpler stocks premium side, under 40 was support and held that beautifully. Advanced decline line, very strange, only up about 295 today. So that's one reason I didn't think the ESs would have some kind of massive rally, and they didn't, as you see in here. You have the SPX down all of 0.04, Nikkei up 155, transport's up all of 3. So the way I'm looking at it today is these are traders squaring their position before the unemployment report. But the other thing you have going for you is this, and you should see this. I'm going to put this up so you can see it as a 78-minute chart in here, and I'm going to reset this to chart default. There, and what you're going to see in here is all this was, and it's very tough to scale it because we've been in such a tight range. All we did was break under here, get oversold like you see here, and like I said, it's very, very difficult to scale this because we've been in a tight range, and all we're doing is rallying into this resistance zone and working off the oversold. As you see, when you're oversold, you don't short in the hole. That's what I call it. You wait for it to bounce and see what the bounce is made of. As you can see in here, what have we done? Rally in this zone. And this is something we try to teach on simpler stocks all the time in here, is that this is a range. So when you see this in here, it doesn't mean an exact price. It's a whole congestion area, and all we're doing is bouncing up against it. So every time it thinks like we're going to go nuts on the upside, it falls right down. So right now, that's what every trader's watching. You put it on a 195, you can see it a little better. See on how it sold off? Got oversold, now it's just rallying into an area. Now the problem with this, if you're bearish, the nervousness of this, and let me take off the future so you can see it better in here. The very much nervousness of this is if the ESs have another leg up. Now the problem with this is if you want to short and you think you're in a congestion area, the problem is the ESs are above everything so far. So the key in here right now for me is to wait for the break or to trade very short term or have very low risk trades. Today I was showing some trades in the biotech space of some potentials. I posted in here, as you can see on my market watch, I have something called Earnings Thursday. This is something we go over in simpler stocks. I'm about to hop on right now in the live chat, have a bonus like last 25 minutes after I do this video. I always do an hour in the morning, and in the earnings I'd like to get on the last half hour if I can. But what I did is I took the stocks with the most option activity, and I try to decipher through every one to see if there's some kind of edge so we can lean appropriately for earnings. So that's one thing we do. The other thing we do on here is we go in here and we go through option scans, takeover rumors. We have a number of things we go through when we try to show everybody these. In here right now, we're going to take off the left. I put it up here so you know what I'm talking about. We're going to take this off, and when I have these scans, we go through all sorts of stuff. 526 is over 500 stocks we go over. Big stocks are my favorite stocks to watch. Here are the biotech stocks I showed. Not many of them. But the thing is, if we're in a market that is going to start turning up and have some speculative interest, you need to look for some of the stocks that could ride the wave up. And what I mean by that is when you have the ESs doing this on the left, it's very possible the Russell will try to play catch up on a weekly chart. Put it on a weekly and you'll see the Russell isn't at a new high yet. A lot of the components of the Russell are healthcare and drug stocks. If this tries to get to a new high, then what you need is you're going to need the biotext to go up. And those are the kind of creative ideas we show all the time in the live chat and also on the posts I post at night. So that's what we're going to be watching in there. Just so you know, we have the $7 trial that's good for 30 days. And what that includes in here is you get the email alerts. I'm trying to get it for you. My websites are actually, just my internet's working very slow right now, unfortunately. But the whole idea is this includes the email alerts, includes the chat room. You get an hour of me in the morning. We also have a forum, which is a sort of message-based message board way to communicate with me. And you get things like we have once every 10 days, we have something I call just a learning series, where I spend an hour going over flags, or we go over bull flags or bear flags. What we do in there is every one of them then goes into a video, and a lot of other sites charge for that. On our side, it's free. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. We will be with you tomorrow night, and we'll see what the big bad employment report has in store for us. So everybody have a great night and take care.